Hey everybody, this is Super Wrestling Fun Time with your hosts Dan
and Jeff, and today we are going to be doing Backlash predictions. Yeah, so I've got the WWE.com Backlash card in front of me, which I presume will be the most up to date. But
yeah.
I have a feeling they're probably going to add like a pre-show match or something.
Yeah.
Because there's only 6 matches on this card.
Yeah.
But let's start at the bottom of their list.
Yeah.
Which is Intercontinental Championship match.
Mm-hmm.
The Miz defending against Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. For that match, I'm gonna say Miz. Miz has the more momentum going into the match, and there just doesn't there doesn't seem to be a good reason to take the belt off of him at this point with the amount of momentum he's built for himself.
I think based on how they used Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown, they tipped their hand a little bit to the Miz retaining.
Yeah.
Because they really built up that, if Dolph Ziggler gets another shot at a title and doesn't win, like, he's been losing so much lately, and the fans are starting to lessen their support for him every time he loses, that he's going to have to really, take a look at himself in the mirror and maybe make some changes.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might have been a hint at what's going to happen when he loses to The Miz.
Yeah.
Because at this point, I can't see any reason for The Miz not to be the Intercontinental Champion, based on the story they've started with him in the last couple of weeks after his Talking Smack promo about not being a coward.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think he's got way more upside keeping the belt than Dolph Ziggler has winning it.
Yeah, and it opens up way more storylines, way more potential to work with, especially when like we said, the men's single card in SmackDown is the weakest of all the cards. So you might as well keep a strong guy on a strong belt and keep it feeling important and keep raising other people up trying to catch him.
I also have a feeling this won't be the last match between them.
No.
They'll probably continue this for at least, a month or so.
Oh yeah, they'll drag this out as long as they can, I feel. Especially until they develop Cruz into something else.
I think The Miz is gonna win this and continue to be the Intercontinental Champion.
Okay.
Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt. That's next.
Orton. Not even a question. Like, as much as Wyatt needs a win because he hasn't won in, forever, the only one he had, they immediately went nowhere with because that was right before the brand split when they beat the New Day, and that wasn't even a Wyatt win. It was the Wyatt family win.
Yeah, they won the 6-man tag.
But you need to develop Orton as a threat again, so he's got to win. So I don't think it's going to be too close of a call between the two of them.
Yeah, you can't kill a god, but you sure can beat it like a drum.
Yeah.
So yeah, Orton beats Bray Wyatt. Probably sets him up for AJ Styles.
Yeah, that's the one I'm most confident on for the outcome.
The tag title situation. Neither of us watched Talking Smack, and apparently there were developments that affect Backlash on there.
I know some of those.
I'll just read right now.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is American Alpha have been bumped from the tournament because Chad Gable can't compete.
Yeah.
Because the Usos messed up his knee.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening is the Usos and the Hype Bros are getting a second chance play-in match, and the winner of that will face Heath Slater and Rhino in the finals to determine the tag team champions.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's start with, it's pretty interesting that they would take American Alpha out of the tournament.
Yeah.
Although, my first reaction was well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Hmm.
Upon further examination, it actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I think so too, story-wise.
It's just kind of a weird. It's not what's the word I'm looking for. It's unintuitive, but it actually makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it gives American Alpha, because American Alpha really do work well as the team that builds to a win. And to have them as the first champ. Okay, that's fucking weird. All right, so we'll just take it from me saying that they were the first champs, or the build. So, you good to start over again?
You start talking from whatever your last point was, and then I'll roll with it from there.
Okay. Yeah, so it just doesn't seem to make sense to have them as the first champions. You want them to build to that win.
And it also now sets up a finals where you don't have to beat American Alpha to pay off the Heath Slater contract story.
Yeah.
You can have Slater and Rhino take on the heel Usos, who I can't see the Hype Bros beating them and making the finals.
No.
So,
it also makes for a boring finals.
It's going to be Usos versus Rhino and Slater final.
Yep.
And that lets Rhino and Slater, win the tag titles, sets up Slater as, a member of the SmackDown roster, and pays off the kind of cringy story with his increasing family that's appearing on TV.
Yeah. And it seems to make sense, and it'll be fun to see, because you can get them in, and then you can quickly have the Usos come back and just destroy these two guys, especially because I'm sure it'll be Slater that they destroy, to get the titles back and really cement them as heels, because if they take out Slater at this point, the fans are going to be even that much more against them. And then that gives you a heel team on top after like a second match, and someone for the rest of the teams, the tag division, to build towards.
Also, on just somewhat of an aside,
Yeah.
because the tag titles are the graphic for this match on WWE.com.
Yeah.
How much better does that design look being silver and blue than it does with the giant bronze penny design?
Yeah.
The Raw tag titles.
Yeah, like a million times better. Like, it looks so
just
good.
Making it silver looks so much better.
Oh yeah, I don't know why they don't use silver more often in their tag or in any of their titles. But
I think it's the logic that like silver is second place.
Yeah.
But then they made bronze tag titles.
Yeah, which was it did just look like a giant penny. But
both SmackDown new titles look great.
Yeah, I really enjoy them. And it sadly makes the Universal title look a little even more crappier, because now the SmackDown or the Raw Universal title just looks like someone did a color swap on WWE 2K17 to make a new title instead of actually like designing a new title.
Yeah, but then again, they also did that for the women's title, and it looks great with the blue and white.
Yeah, well, and they could have done that with that's the thing, with the Universal title, you could have done that too, because all you had to do was change the inside of the belt to red and kept the outside black. Granted, they would have looked a heck of a lot similar, but still, just different enough.
Honestly, even if you made the leather red, but kept the... Because why it looks bad to me is that there's no... It's not a full faceplate.
No.
They just sort of have, like, the WWE in diamonds.
Yeah.
But then you're just seeing belt behind it.
Yeah, so it looks cheaper.
I mean, even if they just kept the red leather, which looks fine, and put in an actual backplate, I think it would have improved it a lot.
Yeah, same.
Or been really cool and just made it look like planets.
Yeah. That's something real crazy.
Where there was a big Earth in the middle, and then with like the WWE logo on it, and then like a whole bunch of smaller plates around it with all the planets.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. Also, that would probably be really expensive.
Yeah, but whatever.
And it would take more than the 20 minutes that I'm sure the Photoshop color swap took them
Yeah.
in the Universal title design.
Yeah, it's not nearly as affordable as what they have now. Although we're getting...
totally killed my segue into the women's title match.
Yeah,
Let's just talk about the women's title match.
Yeah, we went off track.
It's a six-match challenge, elimination rules.
Yeah. With
Natalya, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Carmella, and Alexa Bliss.
Yep.
So I feel like there's only two. They've set it up where I think it's going to be A, a really good match.
Yeah.
B, they gave almost everybody enough of a shine that they could reasonably win it.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's coming down to Becky Lynch or Nikki Bella, and it's probably going to be Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I'm also going with Becky. The spotlight is definitely on her, and I don't see a reason to have her build to win it again. She's built enough. She has gone through so much already, and they've shown that she has worked hard for this, and that she's worked hard to get into the spotlight and to get into the main card. So it just seems like dragging that on a little bit longer makes no sense to me.
And I think you can also, if you want to protect Nikki Bella, to make her because I think Nikki Bella she's going to be one of the top contenders for the title, given that now she's on SmackDown.
Yep.
And basically the second best person on the roster just by stepping on it.
Yep.
So I think they're probably going to do something where they protect Nikki Bella by having Carmella's going to be involved in Nikki Bella being eliminated, and that's going to advance that feud.
Yeah, and they'll probably bring up her neck injury somehow.
What?
They'll probably bring up her neck injury somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did that spot on SmackDown this week showing that Carmella's finisher happens to target the injured part of Nikki Bella.
Yep.
So I think they'll work that in somehow, probably.
Yeah.
And Carmella will probably keep wearing animal print and looking like a giraffe.
Yeah, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to lean into it, though, and just make her gimmick be a giraffe.
Oh, that would be amazing. She could come out with a giraffe head, like Mantar.
Yeah, just go all in and make her a giraffe.
Give up on the Princess of Staten Island.
Yeah, that's kind of lame without Enzo and Cass being there.
Yeah, no, and it doesn't work as well now that she's a heel. She's a great heel, but it doesn't work as well as a heel. What works better as a heel is a giraffe. No one likes giraffes.
Exactly. Giraffes, the heel of the animal kingdom.
Because they're taller than everyone, lording it over everyone.
Oh, look at all these leaves that I can get that you can't, ground peasants.
Just imagine them all talking in that, in a really foppy English accent. Which I was going to attempt, but I know I was going to fail, so I'm just going to let that sit. Someone else can attempt that.
Alright, so that fell off the rails.
Real quick.
So let's just move on to the main event.
Yes.
Champion Dean Ambrose defends the WWE World title against AJ Styles.
Yep.
And oh god, I hope AJ Styles wins this, because I'm sick of Dean Ambrose.
Same. It sucks that for a prediction show we agree on every single match, but god, I want AJ to win. Yeah, we agreed on every single one. But, does AJ need to win? Ambrose is doing nothing with that title. He is, it really feels like that title just keeps losing value the longer it sits with him.
They won't commit to making Ambrose a serious character. They just keep, for whatever reason, they just keep writing comedy bits that make him look like a schmuck.
Yeah.
But then he comes out and cuts an intense promo, and it doesn't work. Like,
No.
he can't transition effectively between those two things. Because the other promos just make it seem like he's a weird hobo.
Yeah. And
so you can't really cut intense athlete promos after that and seem believable.
no, and then also just like his last promo on this week's SmackDown with Styles, like it just felt weak when he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna drown you," and it's like, well, your entire bit has been you're crazy and no one can predict you, but now you're trying to act like you are this crazy brawler that no one can deal with when we've seen multiple guys deal with you.
He loses all of his crazy brawls, and they're also not very good.
Yeah. So it's just like all of his points just fail to hit home. Like, yeah. So it'll just work better on Styles. What's that?
AJ Styles, of all people, should at least be able to drag him to something
Yep.
good.
Yep.
Because, I mean, even the AJ Styles-Jericho matches, which were pretty bad,
yeah,
were at least, like, they were bad by the standards of what you would expect out of AJ Styles and Chris Jericho, but they were pretty decent.
Yeah, and that's mostly because Jericho's he's not able to hold up as much as he used to.
Yeah, you can tell that he's still a great wrestler.
Yeah.
But his body just won't do what he wants it to as fast as he wants it to anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas Dean Ambrose, I don't know what his excuse is. He's just not very good, I guess.
Yeah, I don't like everyone keeps saying, like, I know lots of like bloggers and podcasters keep saying how he has so much potential and he's going to be so great, but I just like he just doesn't do it for me. He doesn't have enough charisma. Like, he has charisma and he can do promos, but it's never consistent and the quality is not always like consistent. And then his in-ring performances, I can't think of any good matches he's had singles where I'm like, that was an amazing match. Like,
the only match that comes to mind that I remember really enjoying was I forget when it was. He had a ladder match with Seth Rollins at some point last year.
Uh-huh.
And I can't remember. It was in the summer, I think.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was a pay-per-view match for the title. That was a good match.
I remember it was one of the ones where we had a party at your house.
Yeah. There was a weird finish to it. I do remember that, though.
Yeah, it was the one where he just sort of, like, they both fell off with the belt, and then he just, like, rolled over and had it.
Yeah.
But I remember really liking that. But yeah, otherwise, since the Shield split up, he's, from an in-ring standpoint, there has not been a lot to him for me.
No.
I really just wish they would commit to him being the dangerous weirdo.
Yep.
Because that's when he's most entertaining.
Yeah, I feel like he needs a heel turn, I think. And then I'll get behind him again.
Which would then further the need for a trade, because then SmackDown has, like, no baby.
They have nothing. Like, unless they start splitting up their tag teams, but even then, you don't have anyone on their tag teams that's strong enough to pull that off either, so... Oof.
Yeah, they don't have anyone who could be, like, a number 1, number 2 baby face that's in a tag team right now.
No. Yeah, they're...
But, yeah, they need to do something with that.
Yep.
Alright, so that is This Week in WWE. We will be back next week discussing the fallout from Backlash, as well as Raw and SmackDown. In the meantime, you can follow Dan on Twitter at @smashed_head. You can follow me at HeatComic, and we will talk at you next week.
All right, see you guys later, and remember to subscribe and like this video. Check you later.